Good morning, students. Today we'll be continuing our third chapter, that is private, public, and globalization sector. In that, we'll be seeing today a new topic. This may be asked for 1 mark, 2 marks, 4 marks, and 8 marks question. Okay, so Indian policy of industrial policy of India. Sorry, it is. So we will see what is the policies have been got for the industry changes. Okay, what are the changes have been taken place? That one we will see. So changing role of public sector. So what we'll see, changing role of public sector. Now here at the time of independence, when in the time of independence it was expected that the public sector enterprises would play an important role in achieving certain objective of the economic, either by direct practice in the business or acting as a catalyst. Okay, here we were expecting, okay, during the independence time, okay, that is during 1947 or 90s to 90s. Okay, that time we were expecting that public sector will play an important role in various sectors. How? In the economic activity. In what activity? In economic activity. Either directly it will get participation, or it will be an a hidden partner. Okay, we have no sleeping partner or hidden person like that. We were thinking that it will be acting, but what actually have been happened, we will see. The public sector could build up infrastructure for other sectors of the economic and invest in key areas. So what this we were doing, they were building infrastructures for other sectors of economy, for the economy, and invest in the key areas. They were started investing in the key areas. Key areas means where the important areas have been there. But here, the private sectors were unwilling to invest in projects which required heavy investment and had a long gestation period. Okay, here we have two sectors, as we know, one is private sector and one is public sector. Here, what this private sector people were doing means they were not ready to invest in the projects which are heavy projects, okay, which will be taking a long time. So these people did not wanted to step into the projects which is very much durable. Okay, the government took up itself to develop infrastructure facilities and provide good services essential for the economy. So here what the government needed to do is they needed to take up the infrastructure facilities, okay, which has been provided for the services of the economic, okay, for the good services of the economy. For example, okay, building a road. What it is? Building a road, this will be taken by the public sector only. Okay, if a road need to be built, it will be taken by public sector. Private people will not come and invest in the big projects which is heavy hand, which have long time. Okay, the first project which was public invested, okay, directly towards government is your metro. Okay, metro is purely a public sector, sorry, private company. Okay, it has come from the Germany. Okay, it is a German company, a private company which started investing in the India for the first time for constructing a metro railways. Okay, apart from that there were no any companies, okay, which have been invested in the government projects. Which projects? Government projects which has a long duration and heavy investment. Next, in India, the Indian economy is a stage of transaction. Okay, so we have transitions. We have here each stage. Okay, 5-year plans, that is called the 5-year plan. In the initial stage of developing have lot of importance to public sector. So when this we need to we need to develop the infrastructure. What we need to do, we need to develop infrastructure. At that time they have been introduced this 5 years plan. What is this 5 years plan? So government will invest certain amount for a plan, okay, on a project. So duration is 5 years. Let it be road or railway, road, any building contracts, okay, construction of school, colleges, building, any hospitals, anything. The funds will be invested for 5 years. What it is? The funds from the government, that is from the central government, will be allotted for 5 years. Now this amount will be moved. What is this? This amount will be shifted from the central government to state government to representative infrastructure work which has to be taken. After the work completed, they will start taking revenues. That is, they will start taking incomes. So your examples I can give here is your highways, national highways. So your nearby national highway I can give you is from your Batralli. Okay, your Batralli is after Kerpuram. From there we have flyovers. We have flyovers. Okay, in your national highway towards the Kolar side we have Kolar or Tirupati. Wherever we move, we should move that side only. Okay, so we have flyovers. This flyovers were constructed by the government. By whom? By the government it was been constructed. It took a long time. What it took a long time for constructing this highway bridges, okay, during the highways. Now all these highways what we use, we pay the tax. What we do, we pay the tax, that is your toll gate. We have toll there. In that toll we will be paying as a entry or exit of the toll. Both the side we need to pay. Whether you go from here to Kolar or Tirupati, whatever, or we come from there to Bangalore, you have this toll gates, different toll gates. One you have near Oskote, one you have near it is some areas in after this one. Before Kolar, one area is there. Okay, one you have there, and one more you have after that. Okay, there are many toll gates where each uh, district, okay, that is the districts which will be collecting services for the maintenance of the road. For what they collect revenue for the maintenance of roads. This revenues will go back for the government. Okay, what amount they invested, till that they will take the revenues. After that they will give for the tenders. So this is how the public sectors have been work. So in post 90s, the new economic policy emphasis on liberalization, privatization, and globalization. The role of public sector were redefined. So the role of public sector were redefined as LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization. It was supported to play a passive role but not actively participative, and compete in the market with other private sector companies in the same industry. So this idea was redefined. Okay, it was not much active, where we can liberalize, privatize, and globalize means where we can give liberal for other people to invest. Okay, private people can take the this one globalization, people, other people, other country people also can come and do the work that was there in the India. With that only this German company came to India and started constructing the metros in India on LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization. With that form, they started coming and constructing the infrastructures for the economy in the countries. So whatever they do in this 5 years plan, after that they give for the tenders. Okay, where to maintain, for maintain they give for tenders. Okay, with that they will collect the revenues back for the central government. See, in liberalization, privatization, and globalization, we have communication, transport, trade, migration, okay, capital investment, all those things are there. Okay, put together, it is called as globalization. Next, they were also held accountable for losses and return on investment. So public sector were accountable for the losses on the investment. Okay, if public sector was making losses continuously, it was refers to the board of industrial and financial reconstructions. Okay, here one example I can give you is your railway. Railway is earning profit. I'm not telling it is completely under loss. Initial period, okay, in the year 90s, okay, when the British people transferred it, okay, so railways were being built all over India by British government. So that government shifted to Indian government. During that time, this railway department were under loss because the money, okay, they were not having enough of funds to be invested in your railway sectors. Slowly they collected revenue, okay, the major revenue for India, it started coming from the railway department only. So various community commitments were set up, study the working of infinity public sector until where they report to the improve their manager efficiency and profitable. The role of public sector is defined, not what it has assigned in the earlier 1960s or 70s. See, have been told, 16 to 17s were the highest recession period in India, which was highest recent period in India. Why means that time only we have been got freedom. Okay, in the year 1947 we got in freedom. We have started moving all these people. Okay, British people, we have started moving from the country. So slowly we started taking the government in the hand. Okay, that time the funds were not there. Okay, in the government funds. Okay, insufficient funds were there, and we need to revenue was less. Okay, that time revenue was less, surplus was made. That time people were not having enough food to eat also. What they were having, they were not having enough food to eat also. That time they were having a lot of problems in running a public sector. So this is how we have been developed the Indian policies, that is 91 policy 1991 have been set up. So objective of public sector, okay, we will see what is the objective of public sector. Public sector in India was created to achieve two type of objective. One is to speed up the economic growth of the country. First one is what? To speed up the economic growth of the country. Next, to achieve a more equality distribution of economy and wealth among people. So here what they started to equalate distribution among income and wealth of people. Okay, then role of importance of public sector changed with time. The role of over a period of time can be summarized as follows. Okay, so here we have some more details. Okay, so first one, it was started to speed up the economy. Second one, the revenue whatever is there, they need to give equal among the people. Okay, so we have some points where liberalization and globalization in India, the economic reforms that changed India. What it is, it changed India. So development of infrastructure one, then regional balance, then economy of scale, control of monopoly and restrictive trade practice, important substitutions, then government policy towards the public sector since 1991. So these are the some points are there, that one I will explain you in your next class. So today I will put an end here. Thank you, students.